Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for August 8th. August 8th is the 220th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 221st in leap years, with 145 days remaining to the end of the year. I have it on good authority that every day is a day for something. One of my viewers tipped me off to a website called holidaysmart.com where I found out that today is Zucchini Day. Zucchini is a summer squash that's quite versatile in the kitchen. In the garden, zucchini likes full sun, well-draining soil that gets watered regularly. And once it starts producing, be sure and harvest regularly so that it will keep producing. And they grow fast, too. If you're a Northern Hemisphere gardener and if you've planted zucchini, they're probably producing almost faster right now than you can get them harvested. It's been my experience anyway. Sometimes you'll have one hide under those giant leaves so that you don't even know it's there until it's about the size of a school bus. Been there, done that. As I said, it's quite versatile in the kitchen too. You can peel and slice young zooks and enjoy them in your salad, sliced and grilled as a side dish, spiraled and used in place of pasta, in which case it's called zoodles. You can peel and shred zucchini to use in pancakes, muffins, or zucchini bread. You can even make zucchini pineapple. Zucchini is so prolific that there's a joke amongst gardeners that you could tell who doesn't have any gardening friends because they're buying their zucchini at the store. Let me know in the comments if you're a gardener or a home canner, and have a happy zucchini day. Today's word then is cucurbit. Cucurbit is a noun, and if you happen to be a gardener, you may already know that cucurbits are a family of herbaceous fruits, such as gourds, squashes, pumpkins, melons, and cucumbers. The term cucurbit may also refer to a sort of melon-shaped vessel that's used as part of an assembly for distilling liquids, a little factoid I didn't know before. The word cucurbit comes to us from Latin, a word that meant gourd. First known use of the word cucurbit is in the 1300s, cucurbit. And if you have a word you'd like us to examine in this Word of the Day section, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, this is the birthday of American physician and surgeon Dr. Bob Smith, born August 8th, 1879. And I can tell you with great assurance that there are millions of people who would not be alive today but for the work of Dr. Bob. Not as a physician or a surgeon, but as co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous. Dr. Bob lived to the age of 71. This is the birthday of nuclear physicist Ernest Lawrence, born August 8, 1901. He invented a machine that he called a proton merry-go-round. We know it as a cyclotron. A cyclotron is a particle accelerator, and it seems that a simple explanation of a particle accelerator is a device that speeds up charged particles and channels them into a beam. This beam can then be used for research to gather information about atoms, molecules, and the laws of physics. The cyclotron was quite the innovation when it was invented. It is no longer the fastest ride in town, but cyclotrons are still in use to produce particle beams for nuclear medicine and particle therapy, mostly used for cancer treatments. Ernest Lawrence won a Nobel Prize in 1940 for his invention. He passed in 1958 at the age of 57. On August 8, 1950, a man named Harmon Dobson opened the very first Whataburger in Corpus Christi, Texas. Burgers were 25 cents that day. Mr. Dobson grossed $50 in sales. That's a lot of hamburgers, and birthed a legend. One time, either during or toward the end of the Pando lockdowns, Whataburger was open, and Mr. Bowers got a hankering for some Whataburger. It was maybe 9 or 10 in the evening when he went over to the one not far from our house, placed his order, and when he got to the window, he asked, "How late are y'all open?" The attendant said, "We're not open late, we're open all night." We got a big kick out of that. I know that whenever my daughter comes down for a visit from New York, she always makes a stop at Whataburger. On 8/8/88, the temperature in New York City hit a high of 88 degrees. A lot of 8s there. Alrighty, before we get on to today's song, let me just say that if you'd like to hear about some other things that happened on August 8th, I'll include a link to a previous episode for August 8th. And today's song is Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini by Brian Hyland, #1 on August 8th, 1960. This is a novelty song written by Paul Vance and Lee Pockris, and it tells the tale of a shy girl who goes to the beach wearing a skimpy bikini. Now, if you'll remember, I think it was back around July 5th, we talked about when the bikini was first released as a design in 1946, and it was considered so skimpy that the designer couldn't get a regular model to wear it. He had to hire an exotic dancer to model it for him. Now, from 1946 to 1960, young ladies apparently were still adjusting to how little the bikini covered, and I still can't help but wonder if this was a yellow background with different colored polka dots, or if the polka dots themselves were yellow. Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini was recorded in 1960 by 16-year-old Brian Hyland. Proved to be a very popular song, selling almost 1 million copies in the first 2 months and over 2 million copies overall. Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini by Brian Hyland, #1 on August 8th, 1960. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that is called No Really. And you can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Oh, get your microphone. Okay. Phone over there. Hello. Okay. With 202 days remaining to the end of the world. End of the year. Please, not the end of the world. 202 days remaining to the end of the year. Let's read that one again. Yep, it is. That's what it's called. All right. Third time better be a charm. There's no "the" there. Start over. Attracting. Just read the whole thing over. I don't ad-lib very well. You know what? Maybe we can leave that one off. Don't alienate people who can be helpful to you. Flinging happiness all over the place. I don't know. Can I get this edited? Let's find out. Alrighty. Back to work. I think we got it this time.